back to my channel. My name is Christine and this is It's Just Christine. For today's video, I'm going to be going over all the Happy Mail that I received for the month of June. These aren't necessarily things I bought in June. They're more like Happy Mail I got in June. There are 4 shops here that I want to go over. So if you guys are interested in this, please stay tuned. Okay, so as I mentioned, there are 4 shops I wanted to go over. This whole pile is from the Pretty Pink Co. And then in this pile, there's Dash of Sun, Hello Petite Paper, and then The Giving Girl. I don't know what happened there. But I'm going to go over the smaller the smaller pile of the 2. I also have a mystery kit from the Pretty Pink Co. And that's the reason why I'm going to be doing this last. So let's get on with this smaller pile. So first up, I have a small little haul from Dash of Sun. I do PR for her, so I do get a little bit of a discount if you guys ever use my code. So here is her postcard that comes with all orders, and it does go seasonally themed. This one right now is the summer one, and on the quote it says flourish in the warmth, blaze it like the sun. And then there's just a little thank you note from Chelsea, which is the owner of Dash of Sun. And then here is the freebie that comes in all orders. This is her summer freebie, and I am so in love with this freebie, and I don't really know why, because I'm not really a fan of summer in general, but I just really love the coral colors of this kit. And then this little lobster and the bow is just, it's just way too cute. So that is the freebie. And then here is my freebie. If you use my code Christine10, you can get 10% off. If she has new releases, then you can top off my code with her 15% with which she does for new releases. Or you can put my name in the comments below when she has a collective sale, so that you can get my freebie. This one right now is in silver. We are doing kind of like our fall and winter freebie, so that is going to be changing soon. And here is just a small haul that I got from her. I was thinking of using this for my July Bujo setup. Wow, I cannot talk. So July is, for us here in Canada, it is Canada Day celebration in July 1st. So therefore, I wanted something that was a little bit more Canadian. Chelsea is a Canadian shop, and this gingham pattern very much screams Canada Day colors. So that's the reason why I grabbed this. This is her Splash and Sizzle collection. This was released 2 releases ago, and I'm actually really in love with these little decos that she has. This is from her deco kit. Okay, this is from her deco kit. I think I'm just trying to talk a little bit too fast, and that's the reason why I am running over my words. Tripping on my words. That is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so this is in rose gold, and I really love this gingham pattern. I am in love with that pattern. And then we have, well, these are not in order. So this is the page 6 of the deco. I'm just gonna put it here on my table so that you guys can see it a little bit better. This is foiled as well. Look at that beautiful trace foiling. And then this is page 4 of the kit, which I am so in love with this scene. She even did that foiling on the tree trunk, which is so pretty. And then here we have page 3, which is also foiled in rose gold. I think I grabbed all kind of like the rose gold deco sheet. That's that. And then I decided to grab this add-on, which has these summer quotes. So you just have hello sunshine, patio vibes, sun vibes, sorry, patio party, sun vibes. And then yard games and sunshine, chase the sun, backyard bliss, pool party, and then it goes on. I also grabbed 2 more sheets from that collection, which is the overlay, which is this beautiful red and white pattern. If you guys don't know, the Canadian flag is basically red and white, and this is why I grabbed this sheet right here. And then finally, I also grabbed the large deco of the collection because I really wanted these girls right here. Yeah, so that is the Splash and Sizzle collection. And then she also had these celebration elements that she released in the same day as this kit. And I wanted to grab it in rose gold because I'm only going to be using it technically in my July setup. So that is that. Last but not least, if you guys have watched my previous haul, I would have showed you guys these alcohol ink swatches with foil tracing from Dash of Sun. I grabbed the gold, I grabbed the silver, but then I was like, okay, I'll just wait for the rose gold because I don't really use rose gold in the summer. It's really, to me, rose gold is very much like a fall vibe type of kit, like not kit, foil color. But amazingly enough, I have a lot of summer kits that is foiled in rose gold, so that definitely kind of bit my butt when I didn't grab the rose gold. So here is the sky. It's kind of this really beautiful cooler tone blue. And then we have aqua, which is a little bit more of a warmer tone with a hint of gray type of blue. And when I say hint of gray, I'm very kind of like, there's just like a smidgen of probably gray. Here's it side by side with sky. As you guys can see, this like I said is a little bit more of a cooler tone, and this one is a little bit more of a warmer tone. I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but I definitely could in person. And then here is Petal, which is, I believe it is the cooler tone of the 2 pinks that she has. And then here is that second pink that I was mentioning, which is a little bit of a warmer tone pink. I don't know if you guys can even see. Here's that trace foiling. Look how pretty that is. And then let me show it to you side by side with the petal. So this one is rose, and then this one is petal. And then as you guys can see, like I was talking about how this is a little bit more of a cooler tone. Yeah. And then we have a Sprout, which is definitely my favorite one of the whole bunch. But then again, I'm very biased to green. So, and then we have Lavender, which is also a favorite of mine because I just really love the, like you can either, I don't know, lavender I feel like has a very wide range of purple. So sometimes you can either go a little bit dark or a little bit light. And I think this one is like the perfect lavender color. And I really love it in rose gold too. And then we have Apricot, which is this very kind of like faint orange. And then finally we have Buttercup, which is this really pretty yellow. Okay, so that is everything that I got from Sun, Dash of Sun Designs. And I actually am still waiting for another another stuff from her because she had a new release and I bought some stuff from her and I'm really excited to get it. So let's move on to the next shop. So the next one here is from Hello Petite Paper. I did already open this envelope, but I wanted to show it to you guys because this is really gorgeous, kind of like shiny pink. And she has these scallop details that just look so very cute. Like I said, I've already opened it, and to be honest, I kind of ripped the paper as well. So here it is when you open it up. It's very pretty, very gorgeous, and I put the kit upside down, but that's okay. So I only grabbed one kit from her because I could not for the life of me pass this up. This is her honey kit, but before I get on with the kit, I'm gonna show you guys the freebie. Here is this beautiful kind of little tiny postcard, calling card. I don't know what you guys want to call it. It has her logo at the back, front back. And here is a little kind of design. I don't know, I really like this design that she has here. It could either go really fall-ish or really spring-ish. You decide. Oh, on the quote it says, "Life begins after a cup of coffee." Okay, and here is the all orders freebie. Very cute. And then finally, you also get this exclusive freebie. I think this was only given on release date of the kit. So I don't know if you guys can get this if you purchase the kit now. I could be wrong. You probably could still get it. It's very pretty though because it matches the kit very well. Okay, so like I said, I bought one kit from her with a little bit of the add-ons. So this is the honey kit. I am very much a bee person. I like the look of bees. Even in like springtime, I actually really like seeing the bees. No, wait. I'm talking about bumblebees, those really fuzzy looking bees, not those really scary looking bees. I just think they're the cutest thing. But anyways, I usually tend to have a honey kit like ever since I started planning. I chose this one for this year because how could you not go purchase this? Like, look how beautiful this is. And the fact that it's in purple and yellow, I feel like these two colors just goes so very well together. So here is the full boxes, and then we have some of the layering pieces. It's been quite some time since I bought a Hello Petite Paper kit, and I'm pretty sure she's changed out her format. I just really wish that she removes her functional pieces here, but then again, that's just for myself. I don't know if people still use it. I do memory plans, so I don't really need them. And then we have two different headers down here, which is very pretty. Look at that. And then we have the functional boxes, which is not foiled. It's okay though, it's still really pretty. And then we have the bottom washi with the date covers and some more layering pieces here. I really love this bottom washi right here. And then here are the add-ons that I purchased to match the kit. These are all in her washi paper. So first up, we have this large florals, because I was thinking to myself, since this is a honey kit, I might as well go big with the florals. It's really pretty. And then we have the alcohol ink swatches, which is gigantic. I'm really surprised how gigantic this is. And then I also got the sidebar because why not? It looks really pretty. It's like this watercolor type of sidebar. There you go. Let's just say that. And it has like hints of yellow and green in it. I would have wished that she put a little bit of purple in here, but that's just besides the point. And then we have the floral trims. And then this one in the middle is the washi trim. And then you have the two headers, sorry, not the two headers, the headers on the side. And then these are just basically the mixed deco with a little bit of florals, a little bit of deco. Really pretty. I'm really excited to use this. I don't remember where I slotted this in, but I'm hoping maybe in June I'll be able to use it. Okay, perfect. So that is everything that I got from Hello Petite paper. And then next up, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the Giving Girl. And then finally, the Pretty Pinko is the last. So next up, like I said, is the Giving Girl. And just like Hello Petite paper, I did keep it in this package that she has. This actually came in a clear envelope, so you can definitely see all these graphics through the envelope. And I thought it was just the most gorgeous Happy Mail ever, because look how pretty this is. I didn't even try to open the seal because I know I'm going to rip it. So I just kept it as is, and conveniently enough, the bottoms are all, like the top and the bottom is open because it's just folded in this kind of like trifold. And yeah, so I bought this, so the Mothfolk Fables is what I grabbed, because when I saw this design, I was just totally in love with it. I am very much into kind of like these woodland creatures. So when the Giving Girl came out with this and I saw it on her Instagram, I did not even hesitate. Okay, well, I did a little bit hesitate because of the price point, but besides the price point, I did not hesitate to grab it. I'm just zooming you guys in a little bit so that you guys can see all its glory. But yeah, I am totally in love with this whole entire collection, and I'm just trying to look for a clear, you know what, here we go. I'm gonna try to use this paper so that you guys can see it very well. So let's get on with it, because I did grab the whole package and there's quite a bit of sheets here, so let's definitely go through them one by one. So first up is the Facebook freebie, and since I do follow her on Facebook, I was able to grab this freebie, and it's so gorgeous. Here on this little tiny, it's not really a quote, but kind of just like little phrases. It says, "Press flowers in books." And it's so pretty. I really like the fact that she kind of adds these kind of little, I don't know, like dots and little stars and flowers. It just makes the whole entire sheet look so very, very cute. Okay, so that's that. And then this is the all orders freebie, and again, look at all its gorgeousness. Like, even that snail is so pretty. And then here on the little phrase, it says, "Grow like the wild things do." So that's that. Like, the freebie, just the freebie itself is just like, look how gorgeous that is. You guys don't know how much this collection totally makes my heart happy. So here is page 1, and then on the phrase here it says cotton shirts and cicada songs. Like, even this chicken, I have no clue what the heck a chicken is doing in the forest, but I will take it. So that is page 1. I don't know why I'm wiggling it, because it does not have any foil. So this is all in washi paper, just to let you guys know. And then here is page 2. This says, "Mended wings still fly." And this is what I'm talking about, where I should kind of just like add these little kind of dots and stars and like more kind of cluster dots. It's really pretty. And then we have page 3. This is Humming to the Rhythm of Rain. Very pretty. And then here is page 4, Wings Woven from Twilight. I really like this one. For some weird reason, this picture itself just looks like witchcraft to me. I mean, like, not in a bad way. It's more kind of like one of those like really good witches, and they're just saying like a little like casting spell for the forest. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but that's what it's starting to look like in my brain. And that's page 4. And then page 5, I think, is definitely one of my favorites. I just really like that it's kind of like more nighttime themed, and I really like the blues and the greens in this. Plus she has like little star clusters, which is very amazing. Oh, here on the phrase it says Midnight Snacks of Starlight. And then this page 6 is just all kind of like moth, leaves, and flowers. So that one was page 6. And then we have page 7, which says Grateful for Everyday Enchantment. I really, really like this too. I don't know if you guys can see it, but doesn't that mouse remind you of the Thumbelina mouse? If you guys have ever watched Thumbelina. I don't know if people still watch Thumbelina. I'm pretty old, so it's a very 1990s movie. And then here is page 8, if I can get it out. So page 8. And then here it says, what? Oh, pausing to touch the herbs growing wild. I thought that says paying to touch, but then I was like, that doesn't sound very accurate. I also really like the clothing in the Mothfolk's people. And then she also has all these star clusters. So she has like these stars, and then she also has kind of like that starlight type of stars, which I'm really in love that she gives you both options. And then here is page 9. It says A Pocket of Acorns and Daydreams. And look how cute that fox is. I mean, like, there's a fox there too, but I really love how this fox looks. And then she has a raccoon. I cannot deal with this cute raccoon, but it's adorable. And then we have page 10. Give me a second. They're all kind of, they're not stuck together. It's just the paper are all kind of not giving me any type of friction. So here is page 10, and here it says pollen-kissed cheeks and berry-stained lips. That's very pretty. Like, look at that robin's egg, and then those eggs there. Very pretty. Then we have page 11, The Hush of Cross Stitches. I wanted to learn how to do cross stitch, but I just don't have the patience for it, unfortunately. And then here is page 12. I was gonna say 13, but that's 12. And then this says Nectar Sweet Daughters. No, Daydreams. I am really bad at reading these. And then here is another chicken with a chick. Come on, guys. Like, how could you not love that? So cute. And then page 13 is the last of like the base kit with the girls and stuff like that. And then I also grabbed, like I said, I grabbed the whole bundle. So the whole bundle comes with the scallop letters, which is also in washi paper. I'm really thinking of using this collection for the month of September in my Bujo planner. And that's the reason why I grabbed the whole thing. And to be honest, the fact that there's so many sheets here, I feel like I can still use it for my other planners, but we'll definitely see. Yeah, so this is the scallop letters. And then we have the florals. I mean, you already get a lot of florals and leaves in the kit itself, but if you want more, then definitely, I mean, it already comes in the bundle, so. And then we have the watercolor swatches, which is so beautiful. Even the freaking watercolor washes look so magical. And I love that she does this kind of like two colors on top of each other, and some of them actually has 3. It's very watercolor looking, and I really like the depth and the dimension that it gives, like the different swatches. And then finally, oh, not finally, there's 2 more pages. Here is the kiss cut patterns, which is very, very pretty. To be honest, I wasn't really sure what came in the bundle, and I didn't realize it was this many sheets, but I'm not complaining. And then here is the stamps. So that is very pretty as well. I'm just gonna put the stamps a little bit closer so that you guys can see the individual stamps, because they're very, very gorgeous. And for sure you can get these sheets a la carte. I didn't have the patience to look at every single one of them, and by the time I finished like kind of going through them, just vaguely looking at them, I'm like, I pretty much want all the sheets. So then I just pretended that it was a gift for myself for my birthday, which is not until December, but I just decided to grab it because why not? And like I said, it has a lot of like sheets, and I can definitely like stretch it out and use it for different months. Now thinking about it, I might actually still use this in October as well, because it's a very October vibes as well, but we'll see. So that is everything that I grabbed from the Giving Girl. And now let's move on to the Pretty Pink Co, which is basically the largest of my my haul. So first up is the freebies that I got from the sale. When I bought this stack of kits, it was during the Planner Boss Collective sale, so therefore she had a tiered freebie. I did buy from the first 3 hours of the sale, so I got the Power Hour freebie, which is this gorgeous foil sampler sheet that definitely matches one of the kit that I purchased, and this is in rose gold foil. What's really nice about this is she did match the this freebie with the foil that people bought with the kit. So you can, I'm totally explaining this wrong. So for the Moonlit kit, which is the same kind of like graphics as the freebie, she tried to match the 2 foil colors. Anyways, I'm totally doing a bad job of explaining that, but and then I also put Jess's name on the comments because I really want her freebie. I think this would look amazing with this freebie. So anyways, I grabbed that. You can no longer get this because they did change up their freebies. All the freebies, the new freebies are just so gorgeous. Definitely check out the Pretty Pink Co so that you can see the different freebies that you can get. And most of the time I kind of like switch it out so that I can get everyone's freebie. This is the all orders freebie. This is the foil version. There is another version, which is the washi paper, that I did not get, which I'm definitely not bitter about, but That is the foiled one. And then here is the $50 freebie, which is in washi paper. And it's so very, very gorgeous. This also matches one of the kit that I bought, which is the Moonlit something. I forgot what it's called. Here is the $100 freebie. And it's also in washi paper. I really like this lighthouse and this gigantic floral that's up in the sky, but still very, very pretty. And then finally, we also get the $200 freebie, which is in gold foil. You get a bunch of like summer foils with like quotes on them. I didn't even know there was such thing as a $200 freebie, so I was very shocked that there was. Okay, so that is all the freebie that I got from this this purchase that I made. A couple of months ago, like close to the beginning of the year, the Pretty Pink Co. did introduce her Pretty Little Things, which is kind of like a smaller collection that doesn't have full boxes. I know she has the decorative bundle, but this is kind of like a little bit of mergence of the two and cut down into a smaller size. So here is the Pretty Little Things. And then here is a kit of hers. So it's definitely half the size of the page, as you guys can see. But it's definitely full of a lot of goodies as well. So let's just get on with it. I'll show it to you guys per sheet. So here is page 1. This is foiled. And then we have page 2. Oh, this one is not foiled. Then page 3, which is some floral deco. And then page 4. Really love this. And then this is page 5. I really, really love this scene. Very pretty. Then page 6, which is foiled. I forgot to mention, this is in her gold foil. And then here is page 7, which is a little bit of a larger floral decos. And then page 8. And we have page 9, which has this larger scene, which is also foiled. Really pretty. I kind of regret not getting this in washi paper, but I just really wanted to try it out. That's why I grabbed it. Then here is a foiled floral decos. And then finally is page 11, which is just a sheet of this, it's like a full sheet of florals, and it's a composition basically. Yeah, so that is all. Oh, that's not all. So here is page 12, which is this gorgeous kind of like scene with foil. And then you also get a teeny tiny alcohol ink swatches that definitely matches the kit. Yeah, so that is her Pretty Little Things, and I think it's a good option for those people who really don't want like the full huge deco bundle, or if they don't want a weekly kit, then definitely check these out, because she does have a lot of them coming out. And I think if you're not going to get every single sheet, it's definitely worth looking into. I believe you can get them a la carte. I'm not 100% sure, but definitely check out the Pretty Pink Co.'s site for that. Okay, so moving on to the weekly kits. I do have the May mystery, but I'm not gonna show that until last. So there is 4 kits here. During her sale, she did release, I believe, 5 new kits. I bought 3 of the new ones, and then I also bought one that I really, really wanted, but I kind of passed it up, and regretted it. So I just grabbed it during the sale. So let's move on with the first one here, which is called Carousel Lane. So at the end of summer, when I was a little bit younger, we had this exhibition or a fair, whatever you want to call it. It was called CNE, and it would always begin the second last week of summer. So basically mid-August until the end of summer break. So we would always kind of go around that time, and then the next day would be Labor Day, and then the next day it would be back to school. So I always kind of had this thing where I really like to use a fair type of kit when summer ends. So this is kind of like the last hurrah of the summer, and that's really basically what we called it, like me and my friends. It's like whenever we go there, it's like our last hurrah of summer break. And yeah, so that is the reason why I really love these kinds of like kit. It's like an ode to summer basically. So this is in her gold foil. On the quote box it says, "Hold on tight, magic just began." Magic's just begun. That's what it says. Okay, so let me just put these away. So since this isn't a mystery kit or a kit that I got from the advent calendar, this is not the full bundle. I only grabbed bits and pieces from maybe the deco, the add-ons. This is basically the full, obviously, basic weekly kit. But other than that, they're just a mismatch of like other things. So here is the full boxes. Look at that gorgeousness. Really love this kit. And then the functional boxes. The colorway is definitely the colorway that I really like for summer. All the pastels of blues, pinks, oranges. It's very pretty. I just realized she doesn't have a green on here, but that's okay. And then we have the layering pieces. Like, if you guys don't like that little tiny box where you can get cotton candy, I don't know what's wrong with you guys, but cotton candy is like life when I was a kid, not now. Cotton candy is definitely not life for me right now. Here is the bottom washi, and then you have the date covers and the headers as well. Then here is, sorry, I'm just gonna grab a, here you go. So here is the alcohol ink swatches, and I've been really liking getting it in washi paper, so this is definitely in washi paper. And then I also grabbed the deco sheet, which is really pretty. I really like the floral washi trim. And then I grabbed these 3 add-ons, which is the foil sampler sheet. This is in her transparent matte. And then the sidebar, which I have no idea why I grabbed it in premium white, but I grabbed it in premium white. And this is the rippable / terrible washi pattern, which I really love. Look how pretty this rainbow color is. I really would have wished that she kind of added in the blues and the more of the purples, but other than that, it's still very gorgeous. Yeah, so that is Carousel Lane. I also grabbed this terrible washi pattern, which is from the summer affair. And to be honest, when I bought it, I knew exactly where I was going to use it. And now that I have it in my hands, I have no clue where I was going to use it. But I really love it either way. When I did my IG stories, if you guys don't follow me, definitely try to follow me on Instagram, because I do show these beforehand in my Instagram. But I was saying that, does this not look like, for those people who's ever watched Sailor Moon, which is a Japanese anime back in the 1990s or early 2000s, they would have this transition from like being the ordinary girl to the Sailor Scouts. And does that not remind you of the background of when they transition into these beautiful Sailor Scouts? But I just cannot. Like, this is so gorgeous and so pretty, and that's what it reminds me of. So I'm not even mad about it that I got it and not remember where I was going to use it. I also grabbed this very, very pretty summer kit. So you guys would know that if you've watched a bunch of my other videos, you know that I am not a summer person. And to be honest, I'm one of those people who kind of complains about summer all the time. But summer kits are not my thing because, like I said, I don't really like summer. But anything that's sea creature or under the sea, or anything that's a little bit remotely close to like anything that has to do with seahorses or anything under the sea, I would totally gravitate towards it. So when the Pretty Pinko came out with Beneath the Blue, I was like, this is such a gorgeous color. And the fact that she offered it in hollow is even more better. Like, look how pretty this hollowness is. So gorgeous. Like, I'm not really a mermaid fan. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I'm such a mermaid fan. And I'm not actually a fan of the Little Mermaid, but I still really like how whimsical and magical it looks. I'm all about the whimsical looks, and under anything that's like forest related and or underneath the sea related, it captures my heart. And then here is the boxes. The colorway is really, really pretty. I'm glad that she didn't stick to just the blues. She also has like purples and pinks, which is really pretty. And then here is the layering pieces. Really love the hollow on this. And then here is the bottom washi. I just want to show you guys the trace foiling, if you guys can see it on this kit, because trace foiling of the Pretty Pinko is starting to be top notch. Very pretty. And then here is the florals. And then the deco sheet. And then I also grabbed the page 2 of the journaling deco, because you guys know how much I love that page. And then I also grabbed the deco in washi paper, and to be honest, I don't really know why. I have a feeling it's because I'm going to use it in my other planners, but I could technically still use it in this spread as well, but we'll see. Now I'm just going to show you to you guys here. Here we go. Look at that prettiness. And then we have the alcohol ink swatches. I don't know why I stuttered there, but this is the alcohol ink swatches. And then I grabbed the foil sampler with that hollow. Like, look at that hollow look. Very nice. I also had a mermaid theme last year, which is, fun fact, also was from the Pretty Pinko. And then here is the rippable / tearable pattern. I don't know why I'm wiggling it, but you guys can see it. Okay, so that is Beneath the Blue, which is, like I said, a very, very pretty summer color. So next up is the Moonlit Shore. That is what it's called, Moonlit Shore. I have no clue why I totally forgot. So this is the kit that started all the other purples and pink kits out there. I'm not complaining. They're all very, very pretty, but this is basically one where, like, I feel it just set the ball rolling. And it's just such a very pretty kit. So here is the full boxes. This is in rose gold foil. So this is what I mean. So the Pretty Pink Co, you can basically choose any foil colors that you want in terms of the kits. And I chose rose gold, and I think they tried to match the Power Hour freebie, which is this one right here, to the foil color of your choice of the kit that you bought. So you can use it together. It's really nice of them, to be honest, because I can only imagine how much more of a process that is. On the quote box, it says, "Smell the sea and feel the sky. Let your soul and spirit fly." Sounds like a spell. Sorry, it really does. But it's very pretty. Like I said, I really, really love it. Fun fact, this is a very similar colorway as the Pretty Pink Co's February Mystery Kit. I feel like that one is what set all the other purple night pink kits out there. So that is the full boxes, and then we have the functional boxes. And then we have the layering pieces, the bottom washi with this beautiful, beautiful kind of stardust effect. And then the deco sheet. And then the alcohol ink swatches. And then I grabbed the foil sampler because I really like this part of the foil sampler. I like it more than this part. I don't know if I'm going to use this as much as I'm going to use this top one here. And then I also grabbed the floral bouquets from the deco bundle. I feel like I just really like these florals a lot more than the smaller florals that matches the weekly kit. And then I also took the floral washi trims from the deco bundle in washi paper. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, and I still really haven't an inkling of how I'm going to use this kit, but I have it in my lineup. And then here is that terrible rippable washi paper or washi pattern. That is the 3 kits that I bought during her sale that was a new release. And then this kit is the kit that I let go of but totally regret it, so I came back for it. And this is called the Daydream kit. It's just such a beautiful kit, and I told Kat from Famarina Planning, I was like, I'm not gonna get it. I'm just not going to get it. And then I saw her haul in, and I'm like, I regret not getting it. So then she's like, well, when they have a sale, you can definitely grab it. I'm like, I don't know if I can wait that long. And lo and behold, they had a sale, which is really amazing. But I also got this in hollow, because I feel like this kit definitely screams hollow. I really love this kit. It's definitely one of those kits that is up my alley, and I am like I really want to use it, but at the same time I'm really holding it off because I'm still planning for the month of March, unfortunately. And this is definitely one of those kind of like summer vibes type of kit. So anyways, here is the full boxes, and then we have the functional boxes, which is a very, very pretty colorway. And then we have the layering pieces. Like, look at that cloud right there. I would have wished that she added more clouds in this kit. And I think it would have really made this kit 10 times better. And then we have the alcohol ink swatches. Like, look how pretty all these hollows are. And then I grabbed the deco sheet. I really like this film strip that she has going on. And then the alcohol ink swatches, which is, like I said, in washi paper. And then I grabbed some little bits and pieces from the deco bundle. So one of them is this one, because I really like this girl. So I really want to be able to incorporate that in my spread. And then I also grabbed the Daydream, sorry, not the Daydream, the corners. I was trying to read it here, but I read the wrong one. The corner florals. It's really pretty. I really like these kinds of flowers a lot more than the roses flowers. So that's really nice. And then this is the rippable, tearable washi pattern. Very nice. I don't know if you guys can even see this, like, kind of like scripts at the bottom with this splatter effect. Sorry, the scripts on the side with the splatter effects at the bottom. And then I grabbed the foiled sampler sheet, which is really pretty as well. I think anything in hollow is pretty. And then finally, this very, very gorgeous sidebar. I kid you not, this sidebar is like one of my favorite sidebars. It's so gorgeous. And I really, really love it. Yeah, so that is Daydream. Those are all the 4 kits that I got from the Pretty Pink Co. I know that the Pretty Pink Co is definitely going to be a prominent shop with my lineup for this year. And as much as I try to buy from different shops, I just I can't justify the prices of shipping from US to Canada. And that's the reason why I try to stick more with Canadian shops. There are a few, like, here and there shops where I'm willing to suck it up and just deal with the shipping. And that's why I mostly buy during sales with the other shops. But some shops, they don't really do sales. So that being said, I am now going to be showing you guys the May weekly mystery kit for the Pretty Pink Co. So if you guys still want to see this, definitely click out. Thank you for watching. If you guys want to subscribe, please do so. It would really mean a lot to me. And thank you for watching. If you guys are still here, then please know that you're going to be seeing the May weekly mystery kit. Okay, so I've been subscribed to the weekly kits of the Pretty Pink Co since the beginning, and this has probably already been, I think, almost a year that she's been doing it, and I haven't really regretted any of them except for one, which was the April one, because it is a summer kit and I'm not a summer, like I said, I keep repeating myself, but I'm not a summer girl. So when she sneak peeked the May one, I was a little bit hesitant because coconuts and palm trees definitely scream summer. But when I saw this kit, I was pleasantly surprised that I really, really like it. So I'm gonna show it to you guys now. So if you guys still haven't clicked out, definitely do so, because it's going to happen in 3, 2, 1. Like, look how pretty this is. I cannot wrap myself around how much I love this kit. A few years ago when my husband and I went to the Philippines on vacation, we went to a beach resort and I had a ton of fun going to that beach resort. And that resort totally gives me the vibes of this kit itself. And I think that's the reason why I like it so much. It is such a gorgeous, gorgeous kit and I love the colorway. I think that's also one of the things that kind of sold me to this kit is that the colorway is just really pretty as well. Here on the quote box it says, under the palms the world slows down. So I really like almost all of the floral boxes except for this one. Sorry, not floral boxes, the full boxes except for this one right here. But I don't have to use it because there's I forgot the number after 9. Before 9, oh my god, 8 boxes that I could use. Wow, okay. So those are the full boxes, and then here is the functional boxes. And like I said, the colorway that she uses in this kit is definitely a Christine colorway. It has the greens, it has the browns, it has like this like very kind of like tealish, like a light teal color, and I really like it. And then here is the layering pieces. Like, look at this green right here. I don't know if that doesn't draw you in, I don't know what will. And I also really like this pattern as well, actually. This kind of like a reflection of like the sun on the water. And that definitely, like, she's like, whoever did this artwork definitely captured that perfectly well. And then here is the bottom washi, which I really love as well. I've seen this floral before. I don't really remember where. I think, to be honest, I think I saw it on Blissful Jade Designs floral sets, and it's gorgeous there, but it's also gorgeous here as well. And I really, really like it. Like, here it is in all its glory. It's really pretty, and you guys know how I am about roses. I am not a fan of roses, but this one has roses in it and it totally works. It's really pretty. I really love the eucalyptus, the colors. I don't know, maybe I'm getting drawn into summer kits finally. Maybe not. No, I'm just this one. Here is that deco sheet. And then we have page 1. And then here's that pattern again. And then we have page 2, which you guys know I am in love with page 2 of the journaling deco sheet, because look at this scene right here. Doesn't that look very, like, I don't know, it's very detailed and it's so pretty. Like I said, whoever did the artwork for this, kudos to them. Very nice. Then we have the alcohol ink swatches, and since it does come in the mystery kit, it is still in the transparent matte. And then this is the foil sampler sheet. And then we have the terrible rippable paper, which I'm so glad that she chose the, like I said, the sunlight hitting the reflection of the water. And then this is the sidebar, which is also in transparent matte. So this is in transparent matte, and then obviously this is in washi paper. Yeah, so that is the May mystery kit, and like I said, very, very pretty. I think she totally did such a good job for this month. And the June month, if you guys haven't seen it, well, the sneak peek of it, definitely try to check it out because it looks amazing too. I don't know when I'm gonna use it because it's not really seasonally themed, but it's just a very, very pretty sneak peek. Yeah, so that is everything that I bought or got in terms of Happy Mail for the month of June. And I was hoping to get another one, but it just didn't come on time, so that's probably have to be moved into my July, or I'm probably gonna do a separate one because the ones that I'm waiting for, which is from Blissful J Designs, I kind of really want to use right away. So I'm probably gonna be doing a separate haul for her anyways. And yeah, I'm already done talking. My mouth is already dry. I'm kind of exhausted with all the talking that I've been doing. So if you guys like this video, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you so much.